Let's move ahead. Thank you for joining the call this morning. Um, One of the things that we said in the text is the biggest market trend is life change. What do I mean by that? Well, that's what drives real estate most of the time, right? You have a baby, you downsize, you get a divorce. Life change is what drives real estate. And guess what? Right now, that's all we have. We don't have a lot of investors. We don't have a lot of distressed properties, even though that's starting to happen. What's driving us right now, the biggest market trend is life change. And that word is the word that I want you to add to your vocabulary, life change, because that's the word we use to train people to um, send us referrals. We start talking about life change. Hey, if you know of anyone going through a life change, I want to meet with them. If you know of anyone that's in the middle of a life change, let me talk to them. Don't give them my card. Don't tell them to call me. Let me call them. And so the more you tell that to your referral base, the more that they have little antennas looking for life change. So they're looking for those that are going through a divorce, those that need to downsize, those that are having a baby, those that just got married. That's what's driving our sales right now is life change. The fluff will come, the bonus will come, but for now, it is all about life change. And so start talking to your clients about life change. So think about that as we move ahead. I also put on the text something about what is on fire, because I think we hit a chord last week when we talked about stress. And stress and anxiety, are really our body's way of executing that fight or flight response, right? It's trying to protect you from something that's coming your way. Then we have those stress, anxiety feelings, and those are pretty normal, but those are only the smoke. We've got to figure out what's on fire. And so next time you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling stress, you're feeling anxiety, that's normal. Your body is supposed to do that. The question to ask yourself is what's on fire and what can I go put out? Some of it's beyond my control, but there's a lot of things that are within my control. And so I'm going to find out what's on fire and focus on that. And so this week, when anxiety hits you, think about asking yourself what is on fire and that kind of thing. One of the questions we ask on a text is, are you being a secret agent? And I've just overheard Brenda sharing with a lot of different agents that, does the customer know that you're going out of your way? Does your client know that you're going out of your way to do this or do that? That there's so much behind the scenes work in this business that they don't know that you're doing. And we're just being a secret agent making the transactions work, and they don't see all the value that you bring to the transactions. So yes, definitely put on Facebook when you have a closing, but maybe you put on Facebook when you are filling out paperwork, right? Don't be a secret agent. You need to connect with your clients and let them and remind them that you're in the business. And that's one way to do it. A second way to do it is um, some kind of some kind of client appreciation event. We're bragging on Amy Gibbs for the one that she did recently, which she went to the local barber shop and got them to stay late. And she invited all of her male clients to get a beard trim, and the title company brought some bourbon, and she called it bourbon and beer. Didn't cost her a lot of money, but it was a chance to remind her clients of the fact that she's a realtor. We also have an event coming up that you could use as an agent, as a client appreciation event. If you're in the Grapevine area, Main Street Fest is coming up in a week. And Andy Gabehart, our other business partner, is going to open up his showroom there on Main Street. That's our former office. And you could bring clients to get a drink and a little food and listen to some music and that kind of thing. But you're going to have to RSVP for that. You can bring up to 3 clients. And I have all of that information. If you want to text me or Facebook direct message me, I can get you the information so you can then include your clients. They need to pay to get in and pay to park, but they don't pay for the client appreciation event. So if you're in the Grapevine area, this is just a value that we're bringing to you. Talk to me about bringing your clients. But don't be a secret agent. Get out there and tell them that you're in the business. Also on the text today, we talked about the Zillow's listing showcase. This is really one of the few online tools that I think makes a big impact. I've learned so much about it over the last few weeks. And United, our home office, has purchased these Zillow listing showcase listings for you and are selling them at basically half price. And then you pay for a little bit of an upgraded photography. So if you have any high-end homes, maybe above 500, 600,000, they need to be on Zillow Showcase. They're going to show up in a more prominent spot on Zillow. You're going to show up. There's going to be more marketing associated with them. Don't just trust me, do your research. Talk to us about plugging into Zillow's listing showcase with a discounted showcase listing through Bullseye. So I think that'll be a really good opportunity for your listings that you have coming up. If you have a piece of paper, pull it out because I need to run through a bunch of other kind of announcements. Number one, in Fort Worth, tomorrow at 6, we have a agent appreciation event. You'll receive another text about that later today, but it'll be at Tulips, and you'll want to be a part. And of course, we've got one coming up next week in Houston, and we'll get you more detail on that. This week, Thursday at 6, we're going to have our dual career mastermind. For those of you that want to be at that online mastermind, and it's actually here at the Camp Bowie office. If you need to connect online, you'll talk to Wes about that. But it'll be at the Camp Bowie office and online. So remember that. So finally, there are lots of changes that happened because of this whole National Association of Realtors settlement. But one thing that really has changed is that buyers agents need to be professional, right? Buyers agents are going to have presentations. And so the day of just getting your cousin to work with you on the weekends and they don't know anything about the business, they don't go to a dual career mastermind. Those days are over. So this is your opportunity to really project yourself as a professional buyer's agent. It's with your presentation, it's with your materials, it's your process, and it's kind of an exciting time to be a part. So, man, have a great week. Sorry we had a little technical problem there at the beginning, but we made it work. So we're here to help. We work realtor hours, and we're here to support you. Have a great week. Bye-bye.